Rayquaza and Zinnia's legendary event is finally back, and with that, it comes with a grid expansion, which is great because they definitely needed it, and they're a lot more fun to use, and they're a lot more self-sufficient, which is really, really good. But at level 130, because we can get them to level 130 now, which is good, but at level 130 and 15 out of 20, because I do not have them at 20 out of 20 just yet. So at level 130, 15 out of 20, their stats are going to be 601 for the HP, 393 for physical attack. Physical defense is going to be 172. Same with special defense, 172. Special attack is the same as the physical attack, 393. And speed is 274. So all around, his stats are pretty solid, as most legendary event Pokemon are. Their stats are all around good because they are legendary Pokemon. And then his moveset, nothing has changed. So he's still going to have Outrage, Aerial Ace, and Draco Meteor. And there's still a possibility that Rayquaza can Mega Evolve in the future, because in May, I do suspect that Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre might make an appearance. I could be wrong, just my speculation, but whenever they do come, even if it's not May, whenever they do come, I do expect Mega Rayquaza to come along with them, because it makes complete sense for Rayquaza to get a Mega Evolution when those two come with the Primal form. But we'll just have to see if Zinnia will get the Mega, or if another character will get Rayquaza with the Mega Evolution. Because we know they're not afraid to bring duplicates of Pokemon. Example, Charizard. So we'll have to see in the future. But overall, their grid is pretty solid. On their passive though, they do have Weather Synergy still. Nothing has changed with their passive, no added abilities or whatever. But Weather Synergy powers up moves when the weather conditions are in effect. So he's going to get stronger in rain, sun, sandstorm, hail. But in those weathers that do take damage with each turn, you're probably not going to want Rayquaza in there because he doesn't have any effects to mitigate the sandstorm damage and hail, etc. So you're going to want to have him in sun or rain. And then for the lucky skill, I do have Dauntless on him because I prefer to use Draco Meteor over Outrage. Even though Outrage is 100% accuracy, I prefer Draco Meteor just because it's a little bit stronger, and having Dauntless will prevent the special attack getting lowered. And then for his theme skills, I have everything at level 1, so yeah. I mostly use him in co-op anyways, so maybe single player at times as well, but mainly for the most part co-op, just because it requires no stamina, so I'm just having fun with him over there. So for his grid, at the bottom right, we have Grand Entry 2, and it sharply raises the user's special attack when the Pokemon enters the battle, so he will start off with +2 special attack, which is great. And then he has Aerial Ace, Mind Swell 3, so every time you use Aerial Ace, you have a moderately good chance of raising your special attack, which is good because then it makes him self-sufficient. And then you have Draco Meteor power-up, which is accuracy +5, and then you got Aerial Ace power-ups, which is nice, along with Aerial Ace move gauge refresh. And then at the bottom left, we have Weather Sync Up 5, so whenever you use your Sync move in a weather condition, it's going to get powered up. Then you have Special Reserve 4, once per battle, substantially raises the user's special attack when in a pinch. And then you have a bunch of Draco Meteor power-ups along with the move gauge refresh, which is good. Top left, we have Aerial Ace Eagle Eye 3, so with that, like while using Aerial Ace, you can increase your special attack and critical hit, so very self-sufficient in that aspect, so that's good. And then you have Stellar Imagination MP Refresh 2, along with Draco Meteor power-ups and a couple more Draco or Aerial Ace power-ups, sorry. Top right, we have Weather Surge 3, so powers up your moves even more when you're in the weather. And then you have Clear Headed for Outrage, along with Outrage power-ups and move gauge refresh as well. So pretty basic for his grid, but depending on how you want to build him, he can be really good. So like if you want to go for Outrage and then go for Weather Surge, which you're probably going to want to do actually because of those multipliers that he gets in the weather. So we'll definitely take a look at that, of course. And then we'll take a look at how he performs with Aerial Ace, increasing his attacks up and everything. So we'll take a look at everything here. But for the most part, his grid is pretty solid. But for the first battle that we're going to take a look at, we're going to look at Aerial Ace with increasing special attack. And then we'll take a look at Draco Meteor, and then we'll take a look at Outrage as well with these multipliers in the weather conditions. So I'll see you guys in one sec. So for the first battle, we're going to go into the Legendary Arena Latias event because he is weak to Dragon, so we will be fine there. So seeing super effective will be good. So this is the team that we're going to be running. Skylift for more speed, defense, along with Alakazam to increase the special attack to the max with crit, because we don't have the tile active where Aerial Ace can give us crit, so we're going to have to bring Alakazam in. But with Aerial Ace, we do have a chance of increasing our special attack, so we'll use Aerial Ace before Alakazam just to see the chances of us actually getting special attack increase. But let's go into the battle and see how Rayquaza can perform. Now, take in mind that Latias will have damage reduction, but regardless, Rayquaza still should be doing a decent amount of damage with the grid. And I do like Zinnia's pose over there. I don't use Rayquaza that much, but I am now. So we did get a special attack increase already, so he is at +3 already, which is great. So we did use 2 Aerial Aces, and 2 out of the 1, or 1 out of 2 was 1 special attack increase. Now we're going on to the third one, 4th Aerial Ace, and yeah, so there we go. So 2 out of the 4 or 2 out of the 5 Aerial Aces, we did get a special attack increase, which is pretty solid. And then with us starting up at +2 special attack rate when we enter the battle is still good as well. So it's not bad. Rayquaza being self-sufficient in that aspect is really, really good, so I'm very happy with that. So now we're at +5 special attack, which is good. Like, I love seeing Rayquaza being like self-sufficient like this, because he's going to be much more usable now, which is really, really good. And along with him being self-sufficient this way, we're going to bring a weather condition Synchber after this battle as well, and have his other grid in effect so that we can see how much more damage he does in the weather. So we're going to sync move right now, and then we're going to start using Draco Meteor to see how much damage we can possibly do. Now we did sync move already, and oh man, we're taking a lot of damage. That's fine. So we are maxed out on our special attack, which is good. So let's do a couple of Draco Meteors and see how much we can do. I mean, he does have damage reduction, so this is kind of butched right here, which is annoying. But regardless, like, it's good to see that Rayquaza is self-sufficient. We'll take him into co-op and see like the actual damage that he can possibly do when he is at max special attack. But it's good to see that he is self-sufficient, and that was the main purpose of coming into this legendary arena, so we can see how self-sufficient he is when it comes to being in battle and using Aerial Ace. And you can get to special attack +6 relatively fast with Aerial Ace, because it is like a 2 move gauge, and you do get MP refresh or move gauge refresh on Aerial Ace. So the amount of times you can spam Aerial Ace is going to be good. So the chances of you increasing your special attack to the max is going to be pretty high very fast as well. So let's quickly go into co-op and see the damage that he can do when he is super effective with Draco Meteor. So we are in the co-op battle with Swampert on our team, because then at least we can have Rain. So we can take a little bit of Rayquaza's ability to increase or have the multiplier in the Rain, which is going to be good. So Rotom is going to be increasing our special attack. It's going to be a couple of turns before we can actually get our special attack to the max. I don't want to rely on Aerial Ace, so we're just going to use Elisa and Rotom to get our special attack to the max, while we have our multiplier with Swampert in the Rain, which is good. So he's doing just about 4,000 damage in the Rain, which isn't too bad. Like, that 2,000 was without a crit, but with the crit, like, the damage that he's doing is actually pretty good. And that's not fully built up either, because we are missing a little bit more of the multiplier. Because if we were to go for the Outrage path on the grid, we can get another weather synergy as well, or a weather surge multiplier. So he's going to be getting more multipliers when he's in weather condition, which is good. So the damage that we're seeing here right now, it can definitely get higher if you were to pick up that other tile. So like 5,000 damage on Salamence. So this guy is good. I'm really happy. Like, he was able to hit around this damage anyways before the grid because of his ability or passive that he already has. But with a little bit of power-ups on the grid with Draco Meteor, he's able to hit a little bit more, and then with getting move gauge refreshes, he's able to launch more Draco Meteors in a short amount of time, which is really, really good. So 5,000 damage, super effective when he's in the Rain. Really, really good. So let's take a look at what he can do with Outrage. What's the Outrage build that I have for him? We have Outrage power-ups, 4 of them, along with the Sync Move power-up, And then we have the added multiplier Weather Surge 3 on his Grizz, so he's going to get even more powerful in the rain. And then I added Clear Headed to help with him not getting confused. And then we have Outrage Move Gauge Refresh. So I feel Outrage is going to be the better build for him because he does have the added multiplier Weather Surge 3 on the Outrage path. So maybe this might be the better build for him. So we're going to see the damage and check out which one would be the better build in terms of damage. But honestly, I like Draco Meteor more than Outrage, but if Outrage is stronger, then it's going to be more of an optimal build for him. And I'd expect it might be better regardless because he does have Weather Surge 3 already built into his passive, so getting another Weather Surge 3, that's going to be about a 60% damage increase when he's in rain or sun, so he's going to be a lot better. So this time around, we're going to bring Hilbert and Samurott so that we can get to the max physical attack with Rayquaza, since we are going to be a physical attacking now. So I ditched Rotom because she's a special attacker. We're not using a special move anymore, so I feel this is going to be one of the best ways to go about it. So let's increase our stats first. So we have to continue doing this until Samurott goes to using his trainer moves. So I hate how they have to actually you can't choose which one you want to go for. So let's start going with Outrage. How much is it going to do? 5,000 damage right off the bat, not bad. And we are having the sync boost, like that bar at the bottom. I forget what it's called, but we have that in effect as well. So I want to try to get rid of that so we can see how much damage he's doing without that help. So 4,400 damage, so it's not bad. Like, it's not bad. And Outrage is a good move, a good physical type move too. So like, it just depends on the stage that you are going in with. So like if the stage you're going to battle in is weak specially, then obviously you're going to want to go with Dragon or Draco Meteor, because that's going to be the better option since they are going to be weak specially. And it's going to be the same with Outrage as well. So like if the stage you're going in with or going into is weak physically, then you're going to go in with Outrage to do more damage. So it just depends on the stage, but if you don't really care about that, I still feel that Outrage might be a little bit better just because of the multipliers that you are going to be getting. But even if you were to go with Draco Meteor, the multipliers that he's going to be getting for a sync move is going to be good as well because of the damage that or the multiplier that you're getting with the sync move. So it's not bad at all. Rayquaza's grid is definitely pretty solid. Not the best or anything, but he's definitely a lot more fun to use because of the added multipliers and the move gauge refreshes, and like the MP refresh for his training move I wouldn't really recommend doing, just because he does sharply lower his defenses, which does hurt a lot, especially with his defense not being too high. It's definitely going to hurt big time because after 2 trainer moves he's going to be -4 on both physical and special. And then if you were to get an MP refresh and use his training move again, like, you're going to be at -6 on both physical and special defense. So you're going to be getting hit hard. Like, he probably won't even survive a neutral damage hit. So it's going to hurt. But in terms of Draco Meteor or Outrage, I feel Draco Meteor is really good, but Outrage is going to be better just because of the multipliers that you're going to be get per hit in the rain compared to Draco Meteor. But Draco Meteor by no means is bad either, but I just prefer Outrage, and with the multipliers that you're getting with Weather Surge, I feel it is a little bit better. But if we were to go for Draco Meteor, his sync move will be hitting a lot more damage just because of the multipliers when he's in the rain as well for the sync move. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think of Rayquaza's grid expansion. Definitely a lot better, and again, like, I do expect Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre to come in the future, maybe as early as next month, because his event does go away in 39 days. So, and we normally get our data mine information around the 24th of every month. So like when the data mine information comes out and we see Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre, that's gonna be huge because then Rayquaza has a possibility of getting a Mega Evolution. So it's gonna be big when we see Groudon and Kyogre come to the game. But even if they don't come with Primal forms, they will come eventually. But even with Rayquaza or Groudon and Kyogre coming, it's gonna be huge with Rayquaza because as they enter the field, they're going to be coming in with rain and sun, so it's gonna help out Rayquaza big time. So having Kyogre and Groudon is gonna benefit Rayquaza big time, especially with the grid expansion that he just got. But that's gonna be it. Let me know your thoughts on Kyogre and Groudon as well, if you think they might come next month. And also let me know what you think of Rayquaza. Do you think he can get a Mega Evolution as well in the future with Zinnia, or do you think he's going to get a Mega with a different Sync pair so we can have 2 Rayquazas in the game? Let me know all that in the comments below. That's going to be it for this video, and I'll see you guys later.